The two things that you need to find before you start your journey are... Hey there, this is Patrick, and welcome back to the channel where we simplify things. Today we're going to be discussing weight loss and putting yourself in the right mindset to have a successful weight loss journey. A new mindset was a key that took me from this in December 2022 to this in June 2023 to this in December 2023. Oh, and here's another random picture that shows me smiling and whatnot because, all weight loss journeys need to show you happier at the end. I'm not showing you these to humble brag, but to show you that with the right mindset, rapid change is possible. Your story might sound similar to mine. Let's bring it back to childhood. I was that annoying kid who liked eating pizza and chicken tenders and hated vegetables, could not find anything to eat at a restaurant. Yes, that annoying, picky kid. Like I said before, it might be really relatable if you have gone through weight loss journeys too. I was an overweight teenager until I lost about 35 pounds before my senior year of high school, then picked up another 30 pounds or so in college and just after college. Then in my mid-20s, lost another 35 pounds, and then picked up weight again until I hit a record high of 31% body fat in December of 2022. 31% may not sound that bad, and the picture might not look that bad. That is considered medically obese and was a very dangerous position to be in. You might be thinking to yourself, man, that's really encouraging. You've just told me that you've actually lost weight 2 or 3 times and you hadn't had success. However, it is completely different this time. The reason it's different is the mindset was different. The approach was different. In the past, I was just looking to lose weight. And this time I was really looking to be healthy and have a healthy lifestyle. Having that mindset from the beginning is really the biggest difference to make sure that your weight loss is going to be permanent and puts you on a path to a healthy lifestyle for the rest of your life. The key to remember is that no matter how much you've struggled before watching this video, that hope is not lost. Even if you've tried in the past and not succeeded, the fact that you're watching this and you want to start again is a sign that you can make a change and you can make a permanent positive change in your life. The two things that you need to find before you start your journey are why you want to change and who you are as a person. So again, that's why you want to change and who you are as a person. Let's start with why. One of my favorite books is Start With Why by Simon Sinek. I've dropped a link in the description if you haven't read it before. In the book, Sinek shows that great leaders start with why and then frame the how and the who around the why. Now, Sinek was talking about business leaders and he was talking about organization leaders. But when you're thinking about your personal life, especially your lifestyle and your health, starting with the why is much more important than doing anything else. And when you start with why, you really need to think about, okay, so is this a why that is going to be so powerful that I can continue doing this for the rest of my life? That no matter what I do, no matter what changes, that why is going to change everything. And your why might be significantly different than my why. My why was pretty serious. During 2022, I went through a lot of different health trials and tribulations. And when I was going through all those experiences, I learned that there were some things that were in my control. I had caused some issues, and I learned there were some things that I was born with and I couldn't change. What I learned through these different tests is that if I didn't make a change, I could potentially die at a young age. You look at me, I'm in my 30s, and you might be younger than me, you might be older than me, who knows? But that reality of if I don't change, I may not live the life I could live, that was very daunting. That's what really set it off for me to change my life, was hearing those things and doing those things. You have to look in the mirror and say, what are my reasons for potentially changing? Are your reasons you have kids and you really want to be able to run around in the yard with them or go on trips or spend time with them? Or maybe you're a role model and you want them to be able to have a healthy lifestyle. Or maybe there's things that you yourself have been limited in doing, or you have family members who have passed at a young age and you know if you don't make a change, it's going to impact you as well. It needs to be a very, very powerful reason. Where I've failed in the past, and I think a lot of people fail, is they look and they think, oh yeah, I want to lose weight because I want to look good, or I just have this chip on my shoulder and everyone made fun of me. Those things are not going to stick long term, because the problem with those goals and those objectives that you're setting for yourself is once you hit your goal, there's no reason to continue. There's no reason for you to stay on that path and to make it a lifelong journey and a lifelong change. So it's really important for you to think about what are things that are going to keep you down your path, what are things that are going to continue no matter what happens in your life, and that makes it so your goals are not something where you hit your goal and then you can just stop. Because for this to really work, it needs to really be a never-ending goal. It needs to be something where your why drives you no matter what else happens, and it continues throughout the rest of your life. Once you find your why, you need to declare it to yourself and to the world. It needs to be part of you. It needs to feel like this is who I am. And that brings me to the next point. Who? Who are you? I'm not talking about who are you like, oh, hi, I'm Patrick. It's not the Krusty Krab, it's Patrick. No, not talking about that. What I'm talking about is who you are. So instead of looking at it and saying, well, I'm going to run a marathon, you can say, I am a runner. You can say, oh, well, I'm an athlete. That's a who. That's a who you are. You are an athlete. You are not somebody who plays sports. You are an athlete. So define who you are. That's really important as well, because all the time people are going to redefine you, or you're not going to quite be sure who you are. When you're going through this journey, it's really important to say who you are. I am empathetic. I am an empathetic person. I am strong. I am disciplined. It's very important to say who you are loud and clear, and in some ways it might be redefining yourself. Coming into this, you may in your own head think of yourself in one way, and you want to come out of this thinking yourself as another way. So it's very important to know exactly why you are doing something. It needs to be extremely profound. It needs to be something that carries with you forever, and then who you are. And if not who you are, maybe you don't believe it yet, but who you want to be. You say, I am going to be this person. I am going to be that person. This needs to become part of your identity. The reason it's so important to become part of your identity is the healthy lifestyle has to be a new you. It cannot just be a diet. It cannot just be something for now. It needs to be something permanent. Maybe you're a little stricter to start on what you eat and how you live and how you do things, but in the long run, it needs to become really part of you. And you're kind of getting rid of the old you in some ways, or at least the parts of the old you may not have liked that much, and you're creating a new you. That's how this sticks, and that's how it gets permanent, because all of the other steps only work if you believe that you are this new person, and that's the new you for the rest of your life. If you say, I'm going to go on a diet because I want to look better, the second life gets hard, or the second you forget about it and you drop it, then you go right back to the place you started. And that's not great. The thing people don't talk about when it comes to physical health and weight is it's not just about how you look in the mirror. It's how you feel on a day-to-day basis. You feel better because you are healthier. You feel better because it impacts your mental health. Physical health and mental health are directly tied to one another. It is truly a journey to change, but the fact that you're trying to do that is very, very important. To sum it all up, defining your why and your who and explaining it to the world and explaining it to yourself sometimes is the key to success when it comes to a weight loss journey. Don't give up. While this might be a new start and it might be a restart, you can do this. You can do this. Thank you so much for watching. If this was helpful at all, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to see more videos, and I look forward to you watching the next one.